Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you hit that little red button and subscribe for all of the crafty videos that I put out every week. So today I've got something a little different for you. This is a little bit of a review and a demonstration of a brand new product just now hitting the street at Scrapbookcom. This is their full line of premium foam adhesives and new sticky squares. I cannot tell you how excited I was when they sent this load to me and said, hey, we want you to try this out and tell everyone about it, because I'm always on the lookout for the perfect foam adhesive for my projects. If you want to pop something up or create a shaker card, anything that you might want to do with foam adhesive, they have exactly what you need now. So let me do a quick run through of everything, and then I'm going to show you a few different ways that I've used it. Okay, so I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. These are sticky squares. I happen to get 2 packs of the large sticky squares, but they also come in a small size. I really love these for doing just a little bit of a pop-up, or for adhering to something that doesn't like to be adhered to, like foil paper. Sometimes you use liquid adhesive and it shimmies all around, or if you use a tape runner, it doesn't stick. This works really well on glitter paper too, so I'll show you an example of that. Then there are 2 sizes of full foam adhesive sheets. So these are adhesive on both sides of the foam. So you can use these to cut out shapes or to back an entire piece of a project. This will really add some rigidity to your projects. The third one is this foam adhesive strips. There is 5 sheets in a package, and these are perfect for shaker cards and making custom shapes for your shaker cards, so they don't have to be just circles or squares. You can mold this around any kind of shape that you want to make a shaker card out of. Then there is the 1/4 inch foam. This is probably one of the most popular sizes of foam that a lot of people use. This is really good for sentiment strips. And then there is the 1 inch foam. This is good for when you want to pop up an entire panel. If you don't want to use a whole panel of foam, you can use the 1 inch and get a really nice border on the back. And then there's the ginormous 2 inch foam adhesive, and this is good for all sorts of different things. You can use this for maybe wider sentiments on a card, or in a scrapbook page to line the back of a photo, all sorts of things, and you can use this to cut out smaller shapes as well. So this is the whole new line of adhesives, and it's so much it doesn't even fit in the screen. Okay, so let's take a look at the sticky squares. So everyone knows that when you're trying to adhere something to glitter paper, it's really hard to get things to stick. So a liquid glue will work, but you have to let it sit long enough for it to basically dry into the glitter. And then even sometimes it doesn't always stick. And if it moves in the meantime, then you get a sticky mess everywhere, and it just really can ruin a project. And then a tape runner, even though you could put it on this, you'd have to watch out for, of course, your holes from your die cut, but it oftentimes doesn't stick to the glitter. And even if it does stick to the glitter now, when you give it to the recipient or it goes into your scrapbook, a lot of times the elements are going to fall off eventually because it just doesn't have the staying power. So that's where sticky squares come into play. So these are just gobs of adhesive, and you can stick it on square like this, and what I would like to do is just put it on the piece of cardstock and then pull it up. So if I do this, though, I'm going to end up with adhesive in my heart, which actually might work out. If I wanted to put some glitter on there, then it would stick to the adhesive. So you see, it's already stuck, and I would pull that up and it would come with it. Or you can pull this off and kind of mold it in the shape that you need it to be. So I'm just going to stick it on here like so. And now I have this whole sticky gummy piece on the back here. And when I stick it to my glitter paper, it's going to stick down, and look, it's not going to come off. It's really hard to pull up, and it's going to stay in place. So sticky squares is your glimmer paper's new best friend. Okay, so next I thought I would group these three together, the 2 foam adhesive sheets and then the 2-inch adhesive, because I can see them both being used for a lot of the same things. So the 2-inch adhesive works really well when you have images that are smaller than 2 inches. So I would just go ahead and cut off a little bit of adhesive and pop it on the back of my image that I'm going to die cut. And then when I add on my die, it'll go right through your die cutting machine. I did a little test ahead of time to make sure that it would work, of course. And what I found is that even though this seems like it's so thick, you're not going to remove your thin die adapter. So it would be, if you're using a Big Shot, it would be your regular platform with your thin die adapter, one acrylic plate with your die cut item, and then the second acrylic plate, and then you run it through your Big Shot, and it doesn't get stuck. It's not like it's extra thick. It goes right through your machine, and you don't even really have to go back and forth. Going through once, I found, gets you the same results, and all you have when you're done is a die cut piece with foam adhesive on the back, just like a thicker sticker ready to be adhered to your project. So that's what you would use. You could use the 2-inch for smaller pieces, and then for larger pieces like this flower, you could use either of the foam adhesive sheets and just cut the piece to the size that you need and go ahead and die cut it exactly the same way. Alright, so if you are a stripper, and by that I mean a sentiment stripper, then these next two foam adhesives are for you. So these are 2 different sentiment strips. This one is a 1/4 inch and this one is an 1/8 inch. And now you don't have to spend time cutting up pieces of foam to fit. All you have to do is take a piece of your 1/4 inch foam and put it right across the back. Just line it up perfectly, and you'll have a nice sentiment strip that's perfectly rigid. It's not going to go all over the place. It'll add a really nice weight to your card. And then we've got the adhesive strips, and I know you've seen me preview these in a shaker card recently, so if you want to see that, go ahead and click on that link up above. But these 1/8 inch strips work perfect for these teeny tiny sentiment strips, and of course if it's 1/8 of an inch, it'll fit. Sometimes I use both of these together, so if I have a 3/4 inch, I can stack these together to make just the perfect width for any kind of sentiment strip in my projects. So the last use for this brand new foam product I'm going to share with you is, of course, the traditional shaker card. So these are the 1/8 inch foam strips, and they can be cut to any length that you need. They work really great behind little 1/8 inch die cuts and things like that, but you can see I'm able to manipulate it around the star without having to actually cut it, which is really nice. So it's rigid but flexible. So this way I don't have to, I'm not going to make just a square for my shaker. I'm able to make it in a star shape, which means that I don't have to use as much filler as I would if I was just making it square. So by doing it this way, it takes maybe a second longer to go around all these nice corners and things, but it works infinitely better when you're trying to save on your shaker material. So that's pretty easy. It comes right off, and I can go ahead and add in some shaker fill, which was like way too much. There we go. And then add a backer piece. And then I have a beautiful shaker element ready to add to any kind of project. So there you have it, all sorts of different ways that you can use the new Scrapbookcom foam adhesive products. Hey, so today is Black Friday and all of the new foam adhesive lines should be live today. If you do purchase today, tomorrow, or Sunday, so that's the 29th, the 30th, or the 1st, you will also get this Scrapbook.com adhesive sampler pack. And it comes with other products other than the new foam adhesives. It comes with the small foam dots, the 1/8 inch double-sided adhesive roll. This is just a tape, it's not foam at all, it's just sticky tape, double-sided, and then a sample of their double-sided adhesive sheets. I love and use all of these products all the time, so this is a fun little sampler pack that you will get on top of whatever foam adhesive you decide to throw in your cart today. And remember, you can only get this at Scrapbook.com. So thanks for stopping by today to see this little product review and see how I use foam adhesive in my projects. I will be back with another video soon, but until next time, happy crafting.